All right. Welcome to the 290 Mo podcast. I appreciate your time. If you could, introduce yourself for my viewers and listeners.
My name is Paylinn, singer, rapper, guitarist, producer, engineer, everything, you know what I'm saying? Here in the flesh. I do a lot of different things with art. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it.
For sure. All right, man. Cali, man. Is you from Cali?
Actually, I'm from out here, South Suburban in Chicago. Markham is where I was raised basically it's like half and half. But like home is in Markham. And that experience kind of like introduced me into being able to like see different things and like football, basketball, baseball, all of those different things on like one block, you know what I mean? Like we were talking about having a field house, having like a rink, just being able to see like a lot of different things early and just know, and it sparked your curiosity to know that you can do a lot more things, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot more different stuff you get to be exposed to.
Okay. So growing up, what was growing up like?
It was kind of like, it was a little bit complicated, but at the same time, it was kind of fun too. Because I had like friends when I was younger that would kind of engage with the things that I was genuinely interested in, like skateboarding. Sometimes they would engage with it. They really was into how dope I was with art and shit. So like sometimes they would engage with that. But I was kind of like more of a standout person, so like they cared to do more of the like ordinary things, like let's go hoop, let's go like play football, let's go, you know what I mean, do the you know what I mean, and like so a lot of the time I would be on my own with the things I'm genuinely passionate about because I'm doing them more than everybody else is doing them. So like I'm getting good at like music by myself, I'm getting good at art by myself, I'm getting good at skateboarding by myself. I'm like understanding the fact that I'm this much of a different person and it's okay by myself, you know what I'm saying? Because like motherfuckers that like, it's Markham, but at the same time it's like a lot of people from like, Chicago, like project areas and stuff like that were.
So you weren't locking in, like, because I know you weren't the only person in the art room or you weren't the only person at the skate park, so you weren't locking in with like the other people that was there, or you just stayed to yourself?
The other kids and stuff, yeah, like we were cool and one night, and like some of the kids that I was like growing up with, like I said, fortunately, I was enough to had at least one homie. His name was Danny. This motherfucker, like, he was into skating. He was a Mexican. He was like my Mexican homie, like first like Mexican homie, like
homie too.
Yeah.
Michael Roper.
Man, bro, they be real as hell, bro, and they welcome you into their home, have the parties with you. Bro, treat your ass like family, bro. Cause they really fuck with you like family. They would take care of me whenever I went over there. And like he was into skateboarding, so I actually got to hit the skate park with him a lot. My pops didn't want to take me though. I ain't gonna lie, I don't fuck with that. Like I stayed out of trouble from doing shit like that, and he really didn't want to spend.
He didn't want you skateboarding, or he didn't want to take the time just to take you to do it.
Just to take me to do this shit. And when he did, he would like watch fucking like bootleg DVDs and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really engaging and shit like that. And like we're like
bootleg DVDs. I'm gonna put them on blast. Like
yeah, man. Nah, G. I gotta say what it is, man. In a car, I mean, at least the car had it could play DVDs.
Right, at least right.
But he found it with the fucking copies you get off the street and shit. And like, man, you can watch that shit at home, but he'd rather do that shit when I'm fucking trying to show him some shit. So even then, like when motherfucking family was there, it still had a long ass feeling, you know what I'm saying? Because shit like that. So
yeah, for sure, man. I definitely feel you, and I kind of had a conversation kind of similar to this last night. When we was talking about like some people just don't know how to support certain things, you know what I'm saying? Like I got homies that don't know shit about podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't, at first I used to be like, man, motherfuckers don't share my shit. Motherfuckers don't listen to my shit. But he don't listen to podcasts anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be mad at him because he don't, you know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden I'm supposed to expect him to start listening to podcasts now. So I can't, you know what I'm saying? So when he be like, I saw it, you know what I'm saying? I saw you walk the bar, I be like, that's good enough, you know what I'm saying? Right. So sometimes people just don't, you know what I'm saying? He was like, man, I don't know nothing about that damn whoop-de-doop he doing.
jumping,
kick flip, heel flip shit on.
Yeah. The fuck? You like, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Pops was in the van watching booty talk.
Yeah, man. Like, man.
That's all the bootlegs was, man. I know what's going on, man.
1, 2, 3 shit, G. Hell yeah, G.
Oh, shorty. So,
all of that.
So
I found one of them DVDs for real.
I know you did. Yeah. We all did. Yeah, we all was back in them days, man. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things these kids have never experienced, man. Like finding that cash in your parents' room, man.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a lot.
Yeah. I remember when I first found the stash, I took a few. I'm sure that's how I got caught. I'm sure. I found out some shit was missing. I'm sure. But nah, man. So coming up, man, they like, you know what I'm saying, you know, and especially I ain't going, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to assume anything, but I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, growing up in Markham, you know what I'm saying, people told you could be anything you could be, Walter Bob. So
hell no, they didn't.
They didn't?
No, G, I was trying to tell you, G. It's a lot of people that just misplaced there from like Section 8 and shit. A lot of them came there from like certain neighborhoods getting torn down and shit.
Because that's how you right. Because it's like it was like Markham, Chicago Heights, Ford Heights, like all that shit. Really,
Dalton.
like, you know what I'm saying. It's still kind of like the Chicago. Really,
the Chicago people just in a suburban place.
Sure.
So a lot of the people, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, yo, ass, why you ain't hooping?
So let me ask you this. Man. What was your aspirations to be growing up? Like, what did you want to be? Like, when you like, I want to grow up. I want to be.
All right, so like the first thing I wanted to be was and it don't look like this shit at all. I wanted to be a preacher, G.
What?
I swear to God, I want to be a preacher, bro.
Man, what?
Yeah,
I don't know, man. Skateboarding preacher, man.
Bro, yeah, G. They be putting Jesus on skateboards and me.
Yeah, you know, I seen that. I'm
yeah.
sure Jesus.
I don't know, bro.
Sure.
But yeah, man, I wanted to be a preacher at first. My brother was a preacher and shit.
I actually was. What happened?
Well, I think he still is into ministry and whatnot. But if he isn't, I don't know. Sometimes you just grow out of being that invested in something. It doesn't mean you don't love God. It's just like you don't really want to be that heavily invested.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I don't know. I just got a whole. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother podcast.
Oh, like scamming preachers or something?
Yeah,
I feel like was never at no level where I would actually help with ministries. I was actually there.
No, I'm not talking about scamming, you know what I'm saying? I just, you know what I'm saying, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, religion, you know what I'm saying, is used to conform people. You know
it can be. Like, unfortunately, it's been used for that. Unfortunately. But in a root of religion, I feel like it's the seeking of like truth and the seeking of like whatever your deeper sense and your deeper connection to whatever the fuck this is that we have that we're connected to is like, what is your true connection? What is this true connection to you? A bunch of, that's why there's so many different religions, like each and different, like I don't believe in carry a particular religion, you know what I'm saying? I used to be Christian and I went into more spirituality, and through spirituality, you notice like it's a lot of different similarities that teach you to actually be a decent person and not really try to be a manipulative, controlling individual, which Hitler would, you know.
But wouldn't that just you don't think that's like the law of the land? Like you just born like knowing that you ain't supposed to kill your mama? Like you just born like that? Like you just.
Nah, bro. Like when you think about when the world started and shit like that, it was like, and a lot of the story about how the world started is a lie. We had technology like a long time ago. Egyptians, we actually were Egyptians. All of that paintings and all of the statues, they have people that's art brown, like real brown. You know what I'm saying? Like actual brown. They're not like beige artwork. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
We had technology. And
yeah, for sure.
Those pyramids, they have structures in there that like have the same mechanisms. They're just giant versions of the same technology and engines. So a lot of those pyramids, chances are giant like mechanical devices we don't know how to use. But the top of them actually had like, you know, like gold on them, and they would like take the sun's rays and like magnify that energy and shoot rays back into like space, and you could like communicate and stuff and all that shit.
Like I said, we can go. This could be a whole nother podcast, but real quick, you know, a lot of people, you know, well, not a lot of people, you know what I'm saying. I'm familiar with like the Israelites, you know what I'm saying, and like how you say we was Egyptians, you know what I'm saying. They would say that we was. Are you familiar with the slaves that they had? The Egyptians had the Hebrew slaves. They would say that we were those people. You know what I'm saying? So
not the royalty.
Yeah, not the royalty. I'm sure.
Either way it goes.
Yeah,
all of that
art. Yeah, all of
that art is this.
Yeah, for sure.
All of them statues got this.
Yeah.
And this.
Yeah, for sure.
This. So I don't care about any of that. And on top of that, when you go into the DNA of these people, these most important people, like when you go into non-biased like sources that, you know, most of the sources of what we get are westernized, like, you know, influence or Eurocentric sources of like knowledge and stuff. Everything that we get is Eurocentric. Okay, it's made to look European, made to look light before it ever is supposed to look like this. We're not told that those people that were in power, if you DNA test them, on the internet when you Google it, when it's filtered by all these people, Euro people, it's gonna tell you, yeah, man, King Tut was never this. King Tut,
even Europe, they was the most black people at first,
bro. Yes, royalty in Europe, they had black royalty.
Yeah, like King James, I was a black man.
Yes. And Jesus is the descendant of King David, and that was a black guy.
Yeah. I smell what you're stepping in. Like I said, man, we can have a whole nother podcast about that, man. So you wanted to be a preacher, man. Was it the being on stage? Was it the, you know what I'm saying, you felt you had a connection with the church? What was it about it that you like, man, I want to be a preacher, man?
I looked up to my brother a lot when I was little because I didn't get to see him a lot, and he was like a really like a cool ass older person. He always carried himself with like a swagger and shit. And I know it's like, yo, man, this motherfucker cool as hell. This nigga a preacher. Like, I just thought
that's how your big brother's supposed to be. That's how you supposed to look at your big brother.
Yeah, like I just like how that was like a.
But to be a preacher though, I ain't never heard that before. Sure.
Yeah, it's like you don't catch it, you don't expect it. So I'm like, okay, I want to do some shit you don't expect, and I ended up doing it. But I ain't no preacher though.
I see that. That's right. So,
yeah, man.
So was that something you was like full fledged in, or you was into nothing else into that time?
I was dead ass serious, bro.
So how long ago between now and when was you a preacher?
I wanted to be a preacher. That was like
or you was, because I know you was still in the church, like doing, you know what I'm saying?
I was in the church doing like not like no youth ministry. By the time I was like actually going to church and conscious of me going to church and shit, it was when I was starting to lose my caring about religion. I ain't gonna lie. So I was just in there like because I had my own purpose for Christ or God and all of that stuff like that. I actually was like in a place where, like I said, I didn't feel really understood and all that shit when I was like coming up. So spiritually, I tried to connect with like the other side of things. Right?
Did you have the dreads?
Huh?
Did you have the dreads?
Oh, locks, man. I don't call it dreads.
Oh.
But yeah, no, never. I always had like braids or like short hair.
Why you didn't get locked up while you was at church?
Just ain't feel like it. Why, you thought it was like a religious reason?
I mean, no, like I said, like I interviewed the Israelites, you know what I'm saying? They come up here and they go by the Bible and they be like, you know what I'm saying, according to the Bible, you ain't supposed to get dreaded, you ain't supposed to put a razor to your face, all that shit. So I was just wondering, like, you like in church, like, would they let you get locked up and shit?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't give a fuck what a church would tell me that I can and can't do. I know God.
Why you don't call them dreads?
Cause dreads comes from the term dreadful. That is literally a European running into you and telling you your ass ugly as hell, and then you just running with it. It's like us using nigga.
So why they start calling it dreads? That's what white people start calling it dreads, cause
that shit's dreadful, mate. That's terrible.
Yeah,
that's dreadful.
Yeah,
look at you.
Nah,
dreadful, man. It's dreadful, boy.
Nah, I work with a white motherfucker with dreads. That's crazy.
I mean, it's dreads on him.
Yeah. What I'm saying about that? Yes, they
all my white people.
They try to, you know what I'm saying, slander us, and then 20 years, 100 years later, you know what I'm saying, they try to be us. You know, they imitate everything we do.
Yeah, man. Like I work with and she's like, I haven't had anything wrong with no situation bad wrong. She's cool, but like she's a white girl and she has like, you know how we do like the baby hairs and all of that shit and the box braids and shit. She do all of that shit. I'm like, girl. She a little cute girl though. She a little cute girl. I'll be like, girl, goddamn. Like, but you can't say we ain't the shit though. You can't ever say we not the shit.
The influence, man. The music, the culture, all that shit. We set the standards, man.
Everything.
All right, man. So how did your family take you, you know what I'm saying, hanging up your cufflinks and your braids for
locks and music
for a guitar and some locks?
Yeah, and well, look, this is how it started. Okay, so when I actually started making music, I was always experimental. So I was sing, rap, and do all that shit, right?
Was you doing Christian rap?
Hell no. Hell no. Like I said, by the time I did this, like this decision to be an artist, that shit was in like high school, and I've been had my own spiritual thought process on that. Like I practiced some light, practiced some dark, and understood like
You practice some dark. What the fuck is that?
Everything.
Some black magic?
Man, no, just like connecting. You could connect yourself without using like rituals and things like that to whatever energy is in this like world we live in. You don't need to have a bunch of candles and no crazy shit. This ain't a movie. You don't need to do that. And like I said, like previously, I didn't feel like I had much of a connection with like the people around. So, and I didn't feel like the God route that I was always raised around was like the thing that was working because I didn't have a connection or feel like much was happening with people fucking with me for like how dope or talented I was. So I went and spiritually believed in the opposite. You know what I'm saying? And it fucked with me for like a long time. And I had to get like my mind right and shit after that. Like it's not a game. Like that spiritual shit is very real. Fortunately, I got
so like that Ouija board shit real. Oh, that shit real.
Yeah, it is. But it's a lot of bullshit as well though. Like it's just cause a lot of that spiritual shit is real. A lot of it is like bullshit. Me and you could like move around on a Ouija board and it could do shit or it might not do shit, right? Okay, but one thing for sure is I've seen shit that proves that fucking spirits exist though. Mm-hmm. Like, and I don't need a Ouija board to prove it. Mm-hmm. I felt it before in my life. Like I said, when I did whatever I did there, I felt the presence at that time come in. Mm-hmm. And I had a hard time getting it go at the same time and getting it to leave. It was a battle for my mental health. It was a battle for everything. I had the same thoughts repeating every single day. It was some crazy shit.
Nah, you said dark and light. Is it a devil God thing or just dark and light?
Yeah, I thought it was like a devil and God thing. It is both actually. I believe in a devil and God, but I also believe in general like good and evil though too. Those are both like I believe both of them are exactly what we're told they are, but I also think that they're also symbols for good and symbols for bad too. Like because the devil gets used like as a serpent. It gets used as like a bunch of different type of images and whatnot. I think they symbols and they both play off each other.
What was your family response to you leaving wanting to be a preacher?
They didn't care about it. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, what are you doing?
Nah, dude, they were my dad.
Fucking up your life.
Nah, he truck drove and shit, and my mom like was always like artsy and stuff, and like she did like a bunch of different work. She did like tax like with work with taxes, but always stay like creative and shit. Like always seeing her balance being like whatever professional, but also staying creative. So she also went to school and stayed creative while in there. So I've seen like multiple different art projects she would do. Like, yeah, my parents really weren't like preachers.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I thought it was a family thing. Okay, what was your brother? Was your brother like, nah, man, you don't wanna, stay? Okay.
He was just down for whatever I was down for. He was just like, yo, I support my little bro. That's usually just what he do.
And that's what he still now. He don't be like trying to be like, hey, brother, you need to. God ain't gonna like that, brother.
God ain't gonna. Nah, he support his little bro.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, he support his little bro.
He like I saw you on the interview smoking them tweeds, man. You know, God,
You see me smoking these tweeds when I was like younger, man.
So we was in the back of the church smoking this shit.
Yeah, I've been doing that shit for a very long time. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's actually quite surprising. Since like 14 is when I like actually started smoking.
It's not surprising at all, man. I'm sure that's around shit. I don't know what age that is, but I started like 7th grade. I'm sure. We used to take my homie.
It's like probably 11 or some shit.
Yeah, shit. That's what I said. It was normal.
Could you get into high school like 12? Your ass was like 10 or 11.
My homie OG used to smoke. She used to smoke in her car. We used to steal her ducks, and we used to make pipes out of aluminum foil. Smoke them bitches on shore.
Man, I'm glad y'all like didn't have no long term use of that. You know, aluminum foil will fuck you up. Apparently,
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't either, but I didn't know that. I never knew that. I'm sure we was trying to find better ways to make whoever made the best pipe. That's the pipe we was smoking out of. Like
they can do and shit.
everybody come with their best work, and whoever got the best pipe, that's what we smoke with. I'm sure.
You ever heard of using Bible paper?
Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no. I'm probably scared of that shit. Let my OG found a Bible with the pages tore out around this motherfucker. Boy, I'm going to church for the next 140 days straight. On sure, front row. On sure. But we had stopped going to church on Shorty. I don't know if you familiar with like Y2K.
Yeah, like in 2000.
Yeah, on Shorty. So we was going to church up until then on Shorty. The church we was going to, they was like preaching that end of the world shit on Shorty.
Yeah, okay.
So we was they had us bringing like canned goods, waters and shit. We end up New Year's Eve, we end up, you know what I'm saying, clock strike 12 and shit. You know, shit happened on Shorty. That's the last time we ever went to church on Shorty.
Yeah. Hell, that was a countdown to that shit.
Ain't shit happened on we looking crazy. We ain't never go to church with since then.
Because that's like the sense of cap that come from that shit.
Right.
It's unhinged.
Like, what do you mean? That's the end of the world. Right. The computers talking about the computers don't know how to comprehend a date after 1999, so that 2000 gonna make everything go crazy and shit.
I don't know, man. But we had like a Mayan calendar at the time that go with that shit too.
Hey, yabbity, man. Oh, sure. That shit ain't nothing new under the sun, brother.
But the Mayan calendar, that was just supposedly that's just when it just ended. It's not. They didn't say the world gonna end. It's just
nothing new under the sun. Exactly. The Mayans was looking at somebody calendar that they left before the Mayans was there. Like shit, they calendar stopped and wore the bar. You know what I'm saying? Just shit come and go. If you believe in dinosaurs, they was here at one point in time. Now they gone. We here at one point in time, and we gonna be gone eventually. You know what I'm saying? Shit, it was just a circle of life, Joe. I'm sure.
Indeed.
So let's talk about getting into music, man. How you specifically get into the music? You got it's a bass. Am I correct? A bass?
Oh nah, this is an electric guitar, like
okay,
some lead ass shit.
So how do you get it? How do you get into, you know what I'm saying, music? Was there always something you was doing? Electric guitar, look like you got that motherfucker kitted up.
Nah, actually,
what's that black thing on the top right there?
It's the tuner, but this is actually like a custom work by myself though. This was all white.
What about its custom? Exactly.
The zebra.
Okay.
This wasn't here.
You painted that?
Yeah, and then I had did this clear coat and like make it smooth, all of that other
skull,
shit.
what is that? What is that? We looking at the skull right there.
Oh yeah, I got this from the guitar store right here. This is just to turn the volume up.
Okay.
It's just to turn the volume up. This tell what like key each of these key strings is in, so you're not sounding crazy and shit.
How do you learn how to play something like that?
I actually taught myself. I taught myself how to play guitar like last year or the year before last year. Mm-hmm. This came after it was actually when I was a kid when I got introduced to like instruments in general. My parents got me into piano. Then that just got boring and shit. And I was always into like seeing rock stars and shit. And I'm like, bro, if I want to play something, I want to play something I fuck with. So I picked up guitar. And the dude that I was like getting lessons from, this motherfucker, he was like some kid with like fucking ripped up ass like Chuck Taylors and shit, like busting out the fucking side of his foot and shit. I'm like, bro, all right, whatever, G. If you know how to play this guitar, we okay.
The ones that go crazy.
Well, then okay, look, okay. So he should be a lot different than what I'm about to tell you. This motherfucker should be cool as hell, able to just teach and have some fucking fun then, right? Okay. This motherfucker is so like whack and boring. This nigga's trying to teach me the same shit every time I show up. As close as I get, I got it one time perfectly, and I caught it, and I caught this nigga still telling me to practice it again. At that point, I told my dad I ain't going back to this motherfucker.
Like that's the only move you know, ain't it?
Yeah. Like, bro, he's like, yeah, we're gonna run it again. I'm like, oh shit, we're not gonna run it again.
That's the only trick he know. I'm sure.
Yeah, G, he playing that motherfucking one thing, and I'm like, bro, it's other shit you could play, and it's other shit I can learn if I'm not getting it. But I heard me get that shit.
So where you go from now? Do you go to YouTube University? Do you get in real classes, or where do you go from now?
Shit, it's a mix of basically just playing the shit that I grew up listening to, rock songs, and the rock songs that I started getting into and stuff, practicing those, and YouTube and university and shit. Once I taught myself like what keys each string is supposed to be in, so I can make sure that I'm playing it in the right fucking notes. Like if I make a mistake, it ain't cause like some other shit is wrong and it's not me. You know what I'm saying? Like eliminate all the goofy shit. Just learn how to tune it. Look at your favorite rock songs. There's gonna be somebody on the internet that's playing that shit. They're gonna teach you how to play it. It's gonna be some shorts on that motherfucker. They gonna have like zoom ins on the strings. It's gonna show you like, yo, this thing's playing this. It's gonna show you moving the fingers. Pay attention. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just how I learn. I like to look at shit. So
I'm the same way.
yeah.
I ain't got no background none of this shit. I went to YouTube University, though. I'm sure. I was watching this dude. I used to watch this dude. He used to do tech reviews on YouTube.
Yeah.
At the time, he got like 1 million subscribers, but he looked like he in the studio. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching him religiously every time he post shit. He stepped away from his setup one day to show his some lights that he bought off Amazon. His whole setup is one wall, a table, lights, and one camera. I said, what? I'm sure. I said, I'm finna start some shit. I'm sure. That's it. I'm sure.
Man, and it probably looks smacking too.
That's what I said. Yeah, now he busting on shorty, but that's why I say it just take, and then you just gotta do that shit, shorty. You just gotta do it.
Exactly.
Motherfuckers always be like, I always wanted to walk out the bar. I always want to do this. I want to do that. Then do that shit. Then I'm sure.
Bro, that be the fucking main thing. Like people just talk too fucking much. They don't do shit. Like, and that's why like people say don't tell anybody your plans. Just like do that shit. Keep it to yourself. And until you actually doing it, don't talk about shit that you want to do. You wasting your energy. Like when you finna do that shit, you wasting that energy right now talking about that shit.
So do the guitar and create music come at the same time, or are you just learning how to play the guitar?
I was making music like all throughout high school. So like years and years and years ago.
What you was talking about in high school, man?
I was like producing a lot. Oh, dude, and I was doing a lot of cool shit. I worked with like ASAP Mob. I worked with like Space Coast Perp.
ASAP Mob, that's like Ferb, you know, and Rocky, you know.
Yeah, I got a song with ASAP Lotto actually. Yeah, dude, and like I produced it. No, I didn't produce that one. I don't care. I got a fucking song with motherfuckers that was popping, and I was only like a teenager. And my first mixtape in high school, I gave that shit to J. Cole, and I got his first CD autographed there, and I got his freshman magazine autographed there. So I don't know, in high school, man, I was that little nigga though. I ain't gonna lie, I was really serious about it. I inspired a lot of motherfuckers to start rapping too. So
like you said, you was that nigga in high school and you inspired a lot of motherfuckers. Was it just
they won't tell you I was that nigga in high school?
That's what I was to say. Was you just you still solo at that time? Like you said, you was by yourself with all the other shit you was into. When you started doing the music, did people gravitate more towards you and try to like do groups and shit like that, or was you solo still with the music?
And what like the actual music part of this shit, I was still like the main one doing it. But like off of me personally, like having my personality and shit, I was like more unashamed to show it and be this motherfucker. So like I became this actually in high school and stuff. So that allowed me to be like more social. I was in tune with partying motherfuckers. I was already cool with motherfuckers that was still in high school.
Motherfuckers getting high.
Bro. Yeah. We was getting drunk as shit. Bro. We was having boy. I was doing some shit, boy.
High school was one of the best time of my life, though.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes, man.
So doing music, so at that time, was it just for like the sport? Was you trying to create projects for other people to listen to? Was it just something you was doing in your room with your free time? What was it? What role was it playing?
It was like a creative outlet. Like I always kind of got by on my creative outlets and shit. I kind of had like a life of upbringing that was kind of like, you know, like stressful and shit. And creating always helped me through that shit. So it's just another way to create. And
what's stressful about being a kid, man?
Oh, what's stressful about it? Kids have most of the shit that fuck people up. Most people are fucked up from their childhood. There's nothing that a child going through that's not fucking harder than what you could be going through. Actually, if a kid is going through any bit of what you're going through, it's actually going to be harder.
The worst thing I went through as a kid was bitches. Like, get my heart. Yeah, like that's heartbreaking shit.
Like, were you told like you were cool or amazing?
I was like
or
a lover
any of that
boy
stuff?
And shit, I'm sure.
Were you told you were like amazing or like good?
I wasn't amazing. I mean, I was trying to gangbang and shit. I'm sure. So.
Were you hugged and stuff?
I ain't never wanted, you know what I'm saying? It was there, my father wasn't around, but, you know, it was definitely there, but that's not what I wanted because I wanted to be a gangster, so.
I mean.
You know, I wasn't running up under my OG or nothing. I was in the streets until my OG was in bed because she had to go to work the next day. So
Yeah.
but she always like, yeah, I love you, water bar. Yeah, I love my OG to death still. But you know, and when I was a kid growing up, grammar school, high school, I want the gangbang. Sure.
I was actually around that time more focused just on trying to make whatever the most I could out of the fact I was like smart as shit and like creative as shit. So what I needed in the environment where most people were trying to do what you were talking about doing, they're gonna talk about me crazy. I need my house to be on point and uplifting the fuck out of me while I'm trying to make y'all niggas proud. And y'all know every single day I walk out here to motherfuckers that want to do the opposite and want me to do the opposite, or I'm some fucking lame. But these bitches suck my dick and love the fuck out of me for everything I got called lame for. Women suck my dick. I'm sorry. I love like only women.
We just say bitches because we don't say all y'all names individually.
Nah, I love women though. Like I be saying bitches on accident.
I just said why you said it because you don't know all their names individually.
It sounded good. It sounded good when I said it too, G. That shit. I ran with it.
Oh, shorty, they know what's going on, man. They know what's going on, man.
Yep.
That's why I say that's what bitches be like. A bitch, her best friend, I call each other bitches all day. I was like, damn, so I call you a bitch? Yeah, and I was like, what? That shit just called you 100 bitches.
Yeah, 100 bitches, like, in a row.
Shorty, it's just a word. So I was just talking shit, though, shorty. But no, man, so what was your family response to your music? Like, was you taking the music, you know what I'm saying? You talked about how Pops was at the skate park. Like, was you taking him the mixtapes you was doing with ASAP and them, or the productions letting OG and them listen to it, and what was their response?
I would keep it to myself because they didn't really like. I didn't feel like much of a connection to my real self with them. So like that was a real expression of my real self, especially as I was getting good at that shit. I happened to do a lot of cool shit like fast because I like progressed kind of fast and shit. But when I would have been playing shit for them, that would have been my beginning stages, and I didn't see enough support of the shit that I've been into up to that point to introduce shit like that to them. I ain't gonna lie. So I was playing it for friends I had around the time. You know, that was pretty much it.
Okay, was you uploading it anywhere? Was you talked about giving it to J. Cole? Like, was it just because you fucked with J. Cole, or was you sending it to other artists, record labels, and what was you doing?
No, I was mostly working the internet. Like I was super internet savvy. Like I was always on the internet ever since a little kid. Like
shit, I still had to go to this day. Shit,
yeah,
sure. That's internet played a big part of that shit. I'm sure.
Yeah, like
shit, we met over the internet.
Yeah. The internet game is the networking. You need to have your internet game together. Niggas don't be having the internet game together. That's the thing.
I still don't got together. I ain't gonna put it like that. My motherfucking. My inbox and text etiquette is horrible on Shorty. It's just, I just be mad busy, Joe, on Shorty. Like, I'm the type of nigga, all my notifications for social media is off on Shorty. Just because if they on, it'll be all day, constantly.
I feel you're in a
ding,
podcast.
Ding.
Oh my
this
God.
Motherfucker that, this motherfucker this. Like, boy, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit on Shorty. So, since I got my notifications off, motherfucker inbox me and shit, it'll be in a flux of walk the bop, so I don't get to it 6 hours later. You know what I'm saying? Just you know what I'm saying. That's something I need to get better with for sure. You know what I'm saying? But it's no disrespect, motherfuckers just be mad busy. Still got 2 baby mamas, kids. You know what I'm saying? Job, you know
real life,
all that shit. So you know, motherfuckers, we do what we can, man. So is painting playing a role? Yeah, or we don't get to paint yet.
So like,
and is it just painting or is it just art? Period.
It was always like art. Period. I ain't gonna lie. I love painting though. That's just my shit. Like for real, I'm a painter like a motherfucker. Like,
do you use like the paint markers?
I use paint markers, acrylic paints.
My daughter just asked for something for Christmas. I think they call they start with a P. I'm sure, but they like paint markers. I'm sure.
Okay, when you go to like Michael's or I say go to Michael's. Michael's craft store.
I ain't seen no Michael's in so long.
You might have to go to Evergreen. Evergreen got on
about Evergreen, boy. I'm not going past certain.
Oh yeah. Okay, I don't know out here though.
Yeah.
Damn.
Amazon. I'm sure Amazon.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure. Right. So how does painting playing a role? Do that come later?
Yeah, I was actually always okay. So when I was growing up, like I said, I always see my mom doing art and stuff. So I asked her like, yo, can I start, painting and whatnot? She would buy me like, she had me a paint stool and stuff so I could like have canvases and like flip through pages of like notebooks of paper and stuff, paint. I entered like a art contest when I was like young. After she seen like I kind of was like decent at that shit, I got like awarded something in that motherfucker. I drew like a Johnny Bravo, like in a like field with like the sun and shit like that. And I thought one that motherfucker, I was like, oh shit, all right.
You with Johnny Bravo?
Yeah, G.
Damn.
Yeah, that used to be my nigga.
I fuck with Johnny Bravo, but he wasn't fucking with Ed and Eddie though.
Oh, both of them.
I'm sure.
Yeah, and Eddie, yeah. Oh no, I fuck with Courage though, harder.
I'm finna say the nigga who draw Ed and Eddie should have won. Fuck you talking about now?
I don't think they was, man. I don't think the kids was hip enough to like. They went into no.
Them classics, shorty. I fuck around. Yeah, if I see Ed and Eddie on the Blu-ray set, I fuck around and buy that shit. Shorty.
Okay, I'm gonna make a art piece with their ass on it.
Oh, you got to, I'm shorty.
Hell yeah.
So, what do you do with your art? Is it are they for sale? Are you sending them to people? And you could talk about the pieces that you brought with you today, for example.
Yeah, man. Actually, they are for sale and stuff. I'm finna actually use 2024 to get into like making more content posts with the arts and stuff.
Oh, yeah, you got to, cause that shit go. It's a niche for that, like online.
Yeah,
people
like
make art and shit.
Yeah, they be showing like the whole process and stuff on videos and all that shit. So I got like a whole bunch of videos for each of these, like of the process and all kind of shit. I got like furniture items, candle holder structure and shit. It's like Chinese themed, like fucking Gasly. This guy, I'm proud as hell of this. Like this guy. Okay,
Why Gasly?
Why Gasly? Because he's a dark Pokemon, and I just fuck with the energy of like dark Pokemon and like just darkness in general because it's like misunderstood. And also this, because I love horror, you know what I'm saying? Like,
now, what do you call them? Some people call them Ghostface. Some people call them Scream Ass. What do you call them?
I call him Ghostface because, like, I don't know. I feel like that's the proper name. I feel like for him.
Are you a fan of the movies as well? Are you a fan of Pokemon, like this stuff that you fans of, or do you just be like that'd be something dope to draw?
When I was like little, I used to have the Pokemon game. And like I was heavy into it. I had the the cards and all of that. I stopped being like a super fan of that shit, like, and more so just caring only about like Dragon Ball Z for the rest of my life and shit. So I still kind of care about Dragon Ball Z.
Man, what a Dragon Ball Z painting that, man.
I know. I need a Vegeta one. Yeah, I'm finna do one.
I remember being in school and it was like the big thing for people to draw Dragon Ball Z all day.
I tell you, bro. I used to make money doing that shit in grade school.
Yeah, I believe it. That was like a big thing. Like motherfuckers could draw Dragon Ball Z or Super Saiyans and shit. That should be raw as hell.
Hell yeah, bro. But yeah, like speaking of making money off of this shit, I was paying my rent doing this shit actually too.
Man, what?
Yeah, dude, I was making like I started off with custom skateboards because like skateboarding I always been into like I've been skateboarding since forever and shit. Like you see, I got like a good ass like amount of skill with that shit. Like I wanted to go like pro, and I focused on like music more. So I was like, yo, my like job wasn't really like providing too much. I'm like, bro, I still gotta like make my ends meet. I ain't got no roommates, none of that shit. So I'm like, bro, I'm finna have my own skateboards. I'm finna do this shit for real. I'm gonna just do this shit.
How much was the rent?
It was like, it started off. I got it at a lick. It was like $750 a month, right?
Oh, that ain't no lick.
Yeah.
What you talking about? I had a studio. I was paying $499.
Oh, for real?
Hell yeah, $499.
Oh, see, that's
on 63rd and Whipple. On Shorty.
But it's like it was around like modern times though. Like you know how everything is crazy right now. G.
Yeah.
It was like right around now. I still had a 750.
Yeah.
So it was a lick for right now. Hard as hell. So okay, so that had went up to like 1,000 and something, right? And like when that had happened, that's when my workout started getting less. I'm like, bro, this is fucked up timing, G.
What a coinky dink.
Yeah. I had to hustle hard as hell. Ace Hood voice. I had to go crazy as hell. So I just got like better and better and better every skateboard. I did one for Tribe House. That's a collective I was like there for like the founding of and shit.
Tribe House. You talking about on North Avenue?
I feel like it's on like
They do like the parties and shit.
Showcases. Yeah, I'm not good with streets and stuff. They got a spot in Logan, and then they had another one that was like by Subterranean.
Yeah, I've been on one of they events before. That's dope.
Yeah, dude. I was like found a member of that shit. Yeah. So like we started like working together again. Actually, I did an art and listening party there. I mixed the two types of flavors together and shit. Did an art showcase and also like listening party for the new album. But I did a skateboard for them. Motherfucking did a skateboard for another homie that gave me a whole Ziploc of shrooms and shit for it. I did a spawn.
Like real fresh shrooms?
Like, bro, yeah, he grows that shit.
That's why I never had real fresh shrooms. I always had like the shroom bar. I got a high tolerance because I do X. So like if it ain't, you know what I'm saying? So like the chocolate bars don't do shit for me.
Yeah, you got to get them like just.
I need the real shit.
Yeah.
And then I had some, me and this chick had some, but I think they was like, they ain't seem too fresh. Let me put them on some Whoppers and then really. Like I felt like my vision was like in HD, but other than that, I wasn't like tripping. Like I like to trip.
Did y'all okay? So when you do it, okay, get like a scale and shit. I recommend taking.
But I never had like fresh real mushrooms though. That one time with the chick, they was like dried up. I'm sure she had.
They come that way though.
Yeah,
they come that way. You don't really want it like all like wet and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You kind of want it to like get time to dry out and all that shit. You know. I recommend you take like 1.5 or like.
So that's why we probably didn't take enough. I'm sure.
Probably didn't. Take like 1.5, I say. And if that's you feel okay and shit like that, you know what I mean? Like you could probably take. I would stay right there.
Do you eat them raw, peanut butter jelly, Whopper? How you ingest it?
I eat it just like straight. I ain't gonna lie.
I can't eat no mushroom straight, man.
Bro, I ball it up. I crunch it up.
You a bold motherfucker. That motherfucker got sprinkle sugar on it or something.
Because the process is just, it was so like tedious. Man. I feel like running and getting no shit to mix it with every time no more, bro. I got fucking annoyed with that shit.
When you was mixing it, what would you mix it with?
I was putting that shit on pizza if I could. I was like trying to mix it, eat it with like chocolate bars if I had like chocolate bars. Try and down it with like juice if I had like juice. And this thing called Lemon Tech. You could like
I've heard of that.
Yeah, you could like take lemon juice and drop your shrooms inside of that shit. Let it sit for 20 minutes, and it makes the shrooms like harder.
But you know what's crazy? When you do X, they say, you know what I'm saying, drink orange juice and it boost your ass and shit.
It probably do. Something about like citrusy shit.
Yeah. That's crazy. So for somebody who never tripped yet, talk to us about a trip real quick. Like what's it like for some, you know what I'm saying, real quick?
I would say a trip is pretty much like if you're in the right state of mind, like you're not like in a negative space earlier that day or no shit like that, where like you're trying to repress anything, run from anything. Because that's the shit that's going to come up as soon as you fucking think that you about to have a fun ass time. It's going to be like, nah, you dive right into the back of your mind and shit. Like, so if you got like everything right, you about to have a good ass time, bro. Like, let's say you took like 2 grams or some shit like that. You probably about to start seeing like things be like cool, like squiggly lines are gonna be like cool and nice and wavy and shit.
See, I ain't getting none of that shit.
Yeah, G.
I ain't getting none of that shit.
The colors of things are gonna feel radiant. Like when you look at your screen, it's gonna be like a glow to it on your phone. It's not just gonna be like, okay, I'm just staring at the screen. It's gonna have like a glow to it.
Yeah.
Fucking people are gonna look more vibrant and shit like that. Like faces are gonna look like more detailed and shit.
Yeah, that's why I think I just had like the HD vision. That's all I can say. I slept good and I had good sex. So.
Yeah, that too though.
I'm sure.
Yeah, the sex is gonna be always crazy and shit. Like it's gonna feel 10 times better.
I'm sure. That's what I had. I remember that feeling being intense. So
yeah. Hell yeah.
Dude, like you mentioned, bro, knowing about you, you know what I'm saying, fucking with the drugs, and you know what I'm saying, like the and I don't certain shit, I don't even consider drugs, but you know, the drug culture does in a lot of ways coincide with the music, and I'm sure with the skateboard, you know what I'm saying. I'm not too familiar with it, but like we was kind of talking off camera, I'm a fan of like the Tony Hawk, the video games and shit like that, and I watch it, you know what I'm saying. But did your family ever come to you like, man, we see you doing drugs, son? You know what I'm saying? Put the drugs down, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I used to be like a little bit like wilder and shit like that. Like I do like tame stuff now.
Everybody go through their stages, man. Go through their You gotta touch that fire and find out it's hot.
I swear to God, bro. I touched that fire like a few times. Bro. Like, so that's the
He
thing.
said I got 3rd-degree burn.
Yeah, I kept touching the it's like, whoa. That shit wasn't really hot. Like, nah.
That's all you got.
Yeah, dude, like, hold on, dude. Let's sit a little longer. Hold on.
So what was them conversations of pops? I'd be like, hey man, I think you need to slow down, or you know what I'm saying, get any ultimatums, or they felt like you was gonna grow up out of it. What was it like? Did you? But like you did admit yourself, you was a little wild. So was it something that you grew out of? It was a maturity thing. Was it a, you know what I'm saying, being able to actually be yourself that slows you down? What was it?
I would say it was like it was realizing that I was doing all of that shit from like, you know, pain and hurt from me like growing up and stuff, not getting experience that I thought, that I knew I needed when I was like growing up, understanding and shit like that, embracement and stuff like that. Especially if the outside wasn't gonna do it too damn well, I would have like, you know, a few close friends I would be blessed with. And I swear to God, I'm still to this day grateful for them. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Even though I don't talk to like people from school much like that, it happens to be a conscious decision. It's not like I hate anyone like just because it's from school or no shit like that. But those were a lot of those are people that you were just around just to be around, and I like want people around purposefully right now. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, ain't no wrong with that.
Yeah, but yeah, like so like the pain and stuff from like the experience is that made me the broken parts of me and shit like that. It had me doing that to not think about it, to not feel it, to not because like it fucked with me like really bad. You know what I'm saying? When I was in college, I stopped going to like classes off of how depressed like I was after my social anxiety. Well, I had it at the time. It got like really bad and stuff. Because like I developed like a severe like self-consciousness out of nowhere. Like it's like a weird time. It's like toward like the end of like high school or some shit. No. I didn't know what it was exactly. I found out what it was like in high school. You know what I'm saying? And even though I was more comfortable with myself, more like I was actually like this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the fact that I wasn't told that I was as smart as I knew I was, or as dope as I knew I was, from like the people I trusted to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? It left a void of emptiness, like because I didn't get it. Subconsciously, I wanted it so bad that it was like, that's all it really is. You know, that the social anxiety. It's like, yo, how am I being perceived? How am I being perceived? But if you did not give a fuck about that, if your perception of yourself was the only shit that was like life or death for you, that wouldn't even be a reality. It wouldn't even be a thing. And I had to learn how to do that. You know what I'm saying? My whole world was make my mom or make my dad happy. Hopefully they'll talk to me better. Hopefully they'll treat me better. You know what I'm saying? I got friends I don't really relate to the best. Hopefully I can relate to them the best, and they'll care about it and want to, you know, not watch DVDs when I'm fucking skating and shit. If I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or talk to me better, not wild out, because I can tell you're like mad in the house in general, just, you know, because my dad being a fucking bonehead or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, maybe I'll get treated better off of, you know, maybe I'll earn my value. Maybe I'll earn my value. And that's what leads into shit like social anxiety. You think you're earning your value. Nigga, you inherently have value. Nigga, you inherently deserve love. You inherently are awesome. You inherently are great. You inherently are that shit. Inherently that nigga, whatever you want to call it. You inherently a god, a king, queen, whatever the fuck it is. And you need to stop waiting on somebody else to tell you that shit. Like, I was waiting on somebody else to tell me that shit, unfortunately, because I was raised that way.
No, and that's natural.
Yeah.
Because I, as you speak, you know what I'm saying, I think it was like the same way, like everything you say, but I was like getting that shit from like outside. I'm sure, like I was getting love from outside. I was getting females, you know what I'm saying. I ain't had no father at home, so it was niggas outside telling me, teach me how to get money, how to talk to females and shit like that. So I definitely smell what you stepping in, man. So going through all that, touch on your support system right now at this moment. You know what I'm saying? What's it like now? Has it evolved? Has it changed? Is it the same? Is you focused on your fans that you meet now? Like what's it like now?
Yeah, like really it's kind of like what you just said, like at the end. Like, I'm focused on the people that I'm running to and the people that I meet now. You know what I'm saying? And also the people that I'm blessed to still have, like the relationships that I had with people that were significant, do good things, and now and whatnot, I still got good relationships with. So, utilizing those relationships I still got, and like being grateful for the ones I got now. You know what I'm saying? As far as like close people to talk to and all that stuff like that, nah, I really don't got that. But you know, I'm still managing no matter what, and I still get to, like, I don't know. It sometimes it gets hard because, you know, like, it's only gonna be you when shit is like fucked up. Whenever life's like hard and you get those thoughts or whatever, you really don't got that many people to like talk to and shit like that. And I ain't gonna lie, I've been like, boy, some of these girls I done fucked on and treated really, really fucking good, boy. The fact that they don't be there sometimes, that should be some bullshit, dog. That should be ass, nigga.
That's what I said. That's what we was talking about earlier. I'm glad I got through that shit early. Like that heartbreak shit, man. That shit. That's some these bitches, man. They can drive your ass crazy, Joe. They can have you crazy, man. So I'm glad I got through that shit early. Like I was in 7th grade talking about. Oh, shorty, early.
It ain't, bro. It's not even about that. It's about the fact that, like, I look at, okay, so I rarely fuck like girls just to like fuck them and shit like that, and I could, you know what I'm saying? Like they be fucking with me.
Me too. I fall in love with all these bitches. Hi, bitch, I love you. What you talking
Yeah. See, you gotta be careful with that shit, G. That's how these hoes be trying to
now
follow you.
I know better now.
Yeah, G.
Back then,
nah, bro, you was trying to woo a bitch and shit, G.
Oh, sure. The bitch I was with back then, I thought I was gonna be with that bitch right now.
Yo, man, you saying what you had to say.
So that's what I said. That's what I had to learn. So I ain't gonna be with this bitch forever. Man, so I gotta fuck all the bitches.
Yeah. And you gotta like learn how to say, I'm gonna still fuck other bitches, but say it smoothly so you can still get some ass.
Man, they know what the fuck going on, man. Oh, sure. But so before we get up out of here, man, let's get into the music, man. So talk to me about your creative process. What's it like, man? Now that you know what I'm saying, full-fledged into your craft, like, is you self-medicating? Is you in the studio writing? Is you at the library, at the skate park? What's it like when you putting music together?
Well, like, I like to I've been more inspired than I have been, because like I kind of been going through little break periods and shit, like for the past few years, but I recently got it together the past 2 years, just off of like needing to get myself together, like on
full gas, no breaks.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing like now, and I got good at it. But if you need to take a break out there, go ahead and take your break and shit, because you need to be ready to do this. If you're gonna do this, whatever it is you do, you need to have your mind and spirit right in order to do this shit, or else you're gonna fucking die in the middle of doing this. You're gonna pass out on camera or something crazy. You know how, like,
you gotta put that work in too, because the day you put it down might be the next day motherfuckers finna call you, but they're like, damn, where Shorty go? Oh, Shorty.
Yeah, you gotta get the fuck back up. You gotta get back up.
Yeah, for sure.
Get the fuck back up.
And then go back to where I say, like, a lot of times you just gotta do shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I always want to do this. I always want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta do it, Joe.
Yeah.
So still talking about your creative process, you know what I'm saying? When you making music, is it a vibe, or do you be like, I need to make a song for the ladies, I need to make a song for the rock stars, I need to make a song for the skateboarders, or is it just a vibe every time you make it?
I try to just go with like a vibe, and then like in the middle of the song I get like new ideas. Like I like to just start off with the beat and stuff, like just whatever. Like I'm heavy into putting the guitar on my beats now. Like I barely
no
even,
guitar, or just a beat
me.
with a guitar in it? Okay.
Yeah. And I can show you like a preview video. I got a preview of.
I was gonna say you can hook that motherfucker. I wish I know I got to hook that motherfucker. I just don't know how. I had to go watch a YouTube class real quick, but I'm sure. I wish I would knew you was bringing that motherfucker. I'm sure.
Yeah, I got like I got a preview video of me playing the guitar, the same notes that I use in the beat, and then it transitions into the song. You can tell, like, yeah, this nigga played the guitar for this shit. So
are you working with engineers making the beat? Or are you finding the beat and then adding your solos to it? What's that part like?
Nah, cause like I was saying, in high school, like I was making like actual like beats, all the sounds on FL Studio, everything on FL Studio. So I know how to like make beats. You know what I'm saying? I'm
finna switch to FL, man.
Bro, I mean, you don't have to. It's all the same.
I want to make beats though, and everybody say you want to make beats. You just like my software is that shit like overcomplicated.
Oh yeah, get FL then.
I'm sure.
Yeah, get FL,
beats,
bro.
If you can make beats, that's a bag, Joe.
It is. I was doing that to pay my bills too.
I say because I know that people, because not only for music, people use it for commercials, podcasts,
yeah,
reels, all type of shit. Like original music, that's definitely a skill.
I'm trying to get my shit this year. I want to work on getting my shit in movies because I don't know. Can we look I don't know if you could like look the song up or whatnot. It's on like Spotify or whatever, but it's called Wick, like John Wick, because I love that movie. That's my shit.
It's only on Spotify?
Spotify. I think it's on YouTube. Apple Music, iTunes.
I'm gonna say because I ain't had the what's it called again?
Spotify.
No, the other one. The first one you said.
Apple Music.
No, the first one. The first one.
What, like a service?
The first free one. The free one.
Oh, I don't even know.
What's this shit
I feel
called?
like I started off with Spotify.
Hell no. You started with the free lick.
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud. I'm sorry.
I didn't even say SoundCloud.
You did. You said that's why I asked you, was it on anything else? Because I'm like, SoundCloud. Nigga, I ain't got SoundCloud.
Well,
No disrespect. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
fucking meant to say Spotify. Damn, I said SoundCloud. That's
I ain't
crazy.
got no SoundCloud, man. Talking about pull it up. I ain't got no SoundCloud, nigga.
Damn. No, Spotify though. But if you want to pull it up on Spotify, we could like check it out a little bit. I got a preview on my phone of it. I play the guitar and all of that shit. That's what I'm saying. Like the creative process, I like to just fucking like just. I'm heavier into the guitar now because like I was making straight beats, like all electronic. But now that I'm an instrumentalist, like I'm finna be playing this motherfucker anyway. So it's like, bro, I'm finna just like make a album that shows I'm a fucking instrumentalist. I want all my beats to have this shit. Everything gonna have this shit.
Do you record your own music?
Yeah,
All
I
of
engineer everything.
Everything at home?
Yeah. Everything.
What DAW you use?
It's Adobe Audition, and it's like an older one too, like from when I was in high school. I still
Is
got
it
to
cracked
sing.
or is it you just got your same license?
It's cracked. I got it from like YouTube, of course. Yeah, but it's on an old laptop from high school. So, and it's the same product I've been using since high school.
What plugins you using?
It's all stock shit. All stock shit. Other than Antenna's auto
Yeah,
tune.
for sure.
Yeah,
Got that.
Isotope Ozone the master.
Who? Ozone? Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. So talk to me about, you know what I'm saying, like we talked about coming up and, you know what I'm saying, being solo, you know what I'm saying, and getting into music, working with ASAP and stuff. But now, you know what I'm saying, you caught your stride, you know what I'm saying, and the industry that you're a part of, you still have peers, you know what I'm saying, within the industry, you know what I'm saying, whether online or at other shows, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. What's it like so far working with the peers in the industry that you're a part of?
Oh, I would say that's an interesting ass question, and I'm excited to answer that shit. Okay, so all right, so like I was saying, I started out
Fuck
just like
these niggas, now.
yeah.
Oh, you said exactly.
Exactly. Let me clarify.
Fuck these niggas.
Fuck all these niggas. Not just fuck these niggas. No, I'm playing. But like when I was just focusing on rap, bro, I was noticing so much like lame shit, dog. Like, bro, it was like I was noticing like, and this is like one thing I'll say when I was just focusing on rap. One of my homies, DJ Scully, I appreciate him a lot, man. Like when I started doing like music from the get-go, you could tell I was always an outside the box ass rapper and all that shit. And he would always put me in something. You know what I'm saying? And I respect and appreciate him for that forever. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out.
Yeah. So like, but rappers, you know what I'm saying? Rappers that I fucking know, right? You know what I'm saying? That would like do the same thing, do shows and shit. Sometimes these niggas would like always speak on how fucking raw I am. Always like anybody else know how raw I am. You would never see me in that shit. Ever. I'm like, bro, why is this thing such a pattern? Why is it always happening?
What you mean I see them in your shit and they shit?
Me in their shit. If they do. And but like homies I know that don't rap would gladly put me in some shit. Or homies that I meet after homies that I've been knowing from rapping and shit, they would welcome me into things that they do. It's like new people and people that don't even fucking do this shit will give me a platform. And it's like, well, rappers that I've been doing shit, it's like, bro, it's like, yo, y'all act funny about like putting in the fucking God in some shit. Like, fuck is y'all talking about? Like, y'all don't see that I put like some way more talented shit together than even y'all. Let's stop playing.
So talk to me about some experiences working with other artists. Like, has it been, you know what I'm saying, cool, copacetic? Has it been, you know what I'm saying, is you, like, I was just talking to an artist the other night, and she was like, you know what I'm saying, I did a verse with a motherfucker, and I feel like, you know what I'm saying, she basically said so many words, like she killed the verse, and the verse never came, and the song never came out type shit. You know what I'm saying? So any situations like that, or just anyone you can speak on.
Yeah, I had like okay, so I do want to say I want to Shorty gonna watch this shit or something. You like, oh, so that nigga think he know what the fuck I rap like.
Hey, this is a safe environment, man. You can say whatever you want to, man.
Yeah, man, these motherfuckers can't fuck with Cali anyway. G, I'm the talented god. I'm the best in the motherfucking city anyway. It don't matter. So my opinion fucking matters. G, it don't matter the platform or like whatever the fuck you want to say. Like how much money niggas got. It's about the talent. Okay?
For sure.
Yeah. So I could speak on anybody's fucking music, okay? All right. So her music probably, I know she said it was like the fireest verse of all time. It possibly could have not been. Mm-hmm. And she really was hell-bent on that verse.
It don't sound like it was. You not convincing me.
She probably really felt really strongly about that verse. And I want to tell you, girl, you probably did your thing. And you know what? They probably was on some bullshit. So you probably got a right to be mad. You might not, though. That's for me. I don't get rid of people's verses like that. I sit there with you when you making your verse, and I'll let you know, like, yo, I hear what you're doing, and you could do this. You could like tweak it. You could like sing that note a little bit higher, like right here. Like I know exactly what the fuck you trying to do. Like I sit there and I do exactly what I know your ass doing, like or trying to do. Just because I made music so damn long and shit, I hear what the fuck you trying to do. If you trying to put on some like grimy like monster voice, like instead of saying spent the block, that shit was like Tasmania. You want to say it like a motherfucking like, damn, spent the block, that shit was like Tasmania. I'm like, nigga, I know. Yeah, like, nigga, I'm going to say it for you like that. Like, so you can rap it like that. I'm not writing for you, I'm helping you.
And what, they don't like that? They don't fuck with that?
No, I can hear what if they trying to do it already.
They don't like the when you interject like that. They feel like you.
Nah, they be fucking with it because they could tell I'm not telling you weak. I'm trying to help you be your rawest fucking self. Like I'm not gonna have you looking like no fool. Like,
have you ever been in a session when you felt like you was the underdog, like you was in there learning instead of, you know what I'm saying?
Hell no, G.
Oh yeah?
No. Okay. I proudly say no, bro.
Say to God.
No. I proudly say no, bro. I've been doing this shit like, bro. Some of the like most barsy, you know, for rapping motherfuckers right now. Like, if you in tune with like people that are of the culture of music in Chicago, like a Freddie Old Soul or like some shit like that, where you know like these motherfuckers got a reputation around the city for some fucking rapping. Nigga, we was in fucking college, nigga, in ciphers, nigga. The rappers that y'all know in this bitch, I was in school with these niggas rapping, bro. It's not just no singy banjo ass gatooey shit. I rap, I sing, I play the guitar.
That's what I was gonna ask you next. You know what I'm saying? Like you say you rap, you got a guitar. You mentioned being a fan of rock. Like, what do you consider yourself if you had the genre that your CD, when you got to publish your CD in the genre section, what you gonna write?
I'm gonna say a multi-genre artist. Straight up, multi-genre artist.
What's your favorite?
My favorite, I ain't gonna lie, right now, my favorite thing is R&B, and I make that as well.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I got an R&B song that's raw as hell.
What about R&B? Because the ladies love it.
Not just that, but they be experiment with tempos. I like singing a lot. I like with rapping, it's just a person's voice doing different patterns. But with like singing, you got people hitting different notes. You got different emotions. The beats, you could have a rap beat and then motherfucker still sing on that. But you could just experiment more with R&B. It's more experimental.
What's your favorite part about what you do?
Being able to share it with motherfuckers and see like inspiration in some kind of way. Like I've had people tell me that I inspire them and shit, and that like really makes a difference. You know, that makes me like really happy because like I said, I didn't come from hearing that a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, or much good a lot. You know what I'm saying? So the good that I do get back and do get to see that I do for others and shit, I really respect and appreciate being able to see that. If I can inspire people to be creative and be more creative, like I'm probably not gonna get the credit for this at all, but there's an artist that I know, and like she shows herself like painting now and stuff, and I checked the date on that post, and
you ain't gonna get no credit if you don't say their name. You know what you talking about?
I mean, it don't matter like that.
You know, I'm making a clip out this shit.
Well, I mean, like it don't.
We gonna make sure she find out. Now.
Hey man, as long as I know, I know what the fuck.
You like as long as she know.
And I know she know. God damn it, that's what the fuck I know, motherfucker. I know. You ain't gotta say.
You gonna be talking about something. Hey, watch that interview turn to the 28-minute mark.
Yeah, G. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I know that I inspire certain things and like creatives and stuff. I've seen like motherfuckers wear bandanas around their neck after like seeing me after like one show and shit like that and do it like over and over and over again. That's some shit I've been doing.
Why you wear a bandana? Gang?
Nah, I actually don't have one on right now, which is kind of a letdown. I got like 1,000 bandanas, G. It's just my shit. It's like from like skate.
All different colors, certain colors.
Yeah, G. Camouflage. I got navy camouflage, regular camouflage. I got white and gray camouflage. I got all black bandana.
So your gang camouflage. Nah,
yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. More like a fake ass army member and shit. A bootleg Marine.
What's your least favorite part about what you do? Is it from working with other artists to the business side to the networking to the I mean, you produce your own music, so what's your least favorite part?
I'll say the least favorite part of the music experience.
If you had to take one thing away.
If I had to take one thing away, it would be like dick riding. That would be like the one thing I would take away.
Of course.
Yeah, G, it's too much. It's too much dick riding, bro. It's a solid amount of dick riding. I don't like it.
It is, but you can't get no attention to that shit though.
Okay, so check.
That'll keep they shit hard, shorty. You gotta act like you don't see that shit.
But like, look, it be like real ass like talented motherfuckers like me on the motherfucking like shelf, and like, you know how promotion and all of that marketing shit works. Most motherfuckers are gonna sit around and only pump who the fuck they friend is instead of who the fuck they seeing really rock some shit. And that's been me 1,000 fucking times. And I'm like, bro, that shit lame as a motherfucker. That is just pure dick riding. We won't even get anywhere. We won't even see any new artists make shit happen here until y'all get off y'all own motherfucking dick and actually make the talent in this bitch a fucking focus, because we're tired of seeing our funky ass anyway.
I think another thing too, artists got to do more self-promoting themselves.
Like me.
Like, promote yourself. A lot of these things that these labels do to promote these artists can do them themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like promotion through these social media site. Every social media site got a promotion tab. You know what I'm saying? You drop a video and you put a few $5 behind it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta spend money to make money, man. You gotta put money. You gotta invest in yourself. If you don't invest in yourself, ain't nobody else gonna invest in you.
And I had to learn that shit. Trust me, I had to learn that shit.
What's the goal? Like, why do you do this? Why do you make music? Why do you paint? Why do you play the guitar? I like saying guitar. Why do you come to podcasts? What's the purpose? What you trying to achieve, man?
I'm trying to just spread like awareness to like the greatness that I know I have, like, cause I haven't seen it given a spotlight. So I'm finna try to make whatever spotlight I can off of showcasing as much as I can happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna make sure that this shit gets seen. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done had motherfuckers try to make sure that I'm in the shadows for fucking ever. And I'm gonna make sure that shit not the case. I'm gonna fight that shit forever. And I'm gonna make sure that's not the case. And I'm gonna make sure that everybody that's like that, that's like me, that motherfuckers been trying to push to the side and shit, I want to show you can actually make whatever forefront you want to. You're that room over there, you don't got to be in front of that room. You can have your room over here and be in front of this motherfucker. Make your own room, make your own world, make your own music style, make your own art, make your own image, make your own everything. Stop trying to even be like these niggas or even be seen by these niggas. It's okay. You're going to find the people that's meant for you. I want to show people that.
Sure. Hey, man, them powerful words, man. I'm gonna clip the fuck out this interview. Before we get up out of here, man, we got 5 minutes left. Real quick, one I want to ask you, man. Give me the goats of everything you got in front of you. Give me the goat of the electric guitar. Give me the goat of skateboarding. Give me the goat of painting, and then the goat of, let's do R&B. You said that's your favorite one. So who the goat of electric guitar?
All right, I'm gonna give it to my boy Jimi Hendrix.
Okay, for sure.
He is insane. Also, I want to give an honorable mention though.
Who that?
'Cause if I don't say Jimi Hendrix, I'm gonna say Slash from Guns
Jimi
N'
Hendrix, the
Roses.
only one I know.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie, he is like the rawest. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't know no music. I just know he black.
Oh yeah, okay. He got Purple Haze. He got so much stuff. I'm drawing a blank right now though.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. We got.
I don't listen to Jimmy like all the time and no shit like that. But he got like classics. If I hear him, I would know him.
Okay.
I grew up hearing them like and shit. My mom used to play like all kinds of shit. So, but Slash is my runner up though. If you don't know Guns N' Roses, they made Welcome to the Jungle.
I'm familiar. I heard the name before. I think they had a song on one of the Maddens a couple of times. They had songs on Madden.
You remember Grand Theft Auto San Andreas?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the Welcome to the Jungle. That was a.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know it. Okay. 5 minutes left. Give me the go to skateboarding. Who the greatest of all time?
Skateboarder and greatest of all time. I'm gonna say Nigel Houston. That is if you remember Little Kid, when we was like younger, it was a little kid that was skateboarding and he had long ass locks, like light skin.
Yeah.
He grown now. Yeah. He got like he cut his shit. He got like all just curly hair and shit.
Yeah,
now.
I remember sure.
Bro, like a robot.
I gotta
bro.
check him out. I ain't seen him since then. Not you, because I was remember what's the other black dude and he caught a body in Illinois. He killed
Terry
somebody.
Kennedy.
Yeah, he locked up. He caught a body in Illinois.
On some crazy shit.
Sure. That shit was wild.
He was like, bro, he was an influence too though.
That's who I used to play with on Tony Hawk. If it wasn't Tony Hawk, it was him.
He was on EA Skate. Yeah, Terry Kennedy was on EA Skate.
He was on the first Tony Hawk too, but like now I got.
Kareem Campbell. Kareem Campbell was on Tony Hawk.
I got the remastered versions now. His ass ain't nowhere near that. They got his ass.
They probably got Stevie Williams though. He was a good black skater.
Who's the best painter? Who's the greatest of all time in painting?
Best of all time painter. I would say I gotta give it to us. It's gonna be Basquiat.
Okay, not familiar. You're gonna have to do my research. Okay.
Oh, and us again, because I like the hieroglyphics a lot. Hieroglyphics are the rawest way of language I've ever seen.
You ever go deep as far as like translating, or you just like the art?
I like the art, and some of it, like you can tell what's going on through the art too.
Sure,
like it depicts UFOs and all kinds of other shit that shows that we actually had technology.
True.
Like we were talking about.
That's what I say. That could be a whole nother episode. You might have to slide back on me, Joe. We get this conspiracy shit. We
get
deep
in
that
conspiracy cast.
Oh, shorty. Who the greatest R&B? Who's the greatest R&B artist of all time?
Greatest R&B of all time. This is gonna sound disrespectful as shit.
Well, R. Kelly ain't disrespectful, man.
Nah, I wasn't gonna say R. Kelly, and that's what's wild, y'all.
Michael Jackson, he cool too, man.
Okay, it's supposed to be R. Kelly. It is R. Kelly. It actually is R. Kelly. But though, I grew up though. I was playing the weekend. Like I was riding bitches around on the weekend. They're like, oh, it's all this shit. I'm riding them at night. You getting high as hell, all that crazy ass shit. Well, I'm like,
bitch, you ain't never heard this before.
This nigga singing about getting all kinds of high, and I was getting fucked up. Yeah.
All right, man, that's dope, man. We got 3 minutes left, man. Go and tell the people, man, where they can find you on social media, where they can find the music, where they can watch you skateboard, where they can buy some paintings, where they can hit a guitar, all that good shit.
All right, you guys can get in contact with me on Instagram. But KALIDGAF for Cali don't give a fuck. Same thing on Twitter, but with an underscore at the end of it. That's where you're gonna find me and my art, where you guys can purchase and also see the new updates that I make with each creation and stuff. I do like furniture, clothes, and also canvases. I also do like art for like
you do tattoos? Oh, I was gonna say you do tattoos.
I'm about to start doing tattoos. I draw the art for all of them.
Go ahead, unpack it. You finna be here for another 2 hours.
I might as well, like, bro. I'm finna start doing tattoos. Might as well, but you can get my music there as well. Mainly it's on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with me on there mostly, and also let me know what type of art you guys would like. I do custom requests as well. So, and I never start doing skateboards. You can hang them up on your wall. Or you can actually skate them shits, but I would not do that. They're really nice. I wouldn't do that shit.
So it's a masterpiece, man.
Yeah, and hit me up if y'all niggas want some shoes made or upgraded.
Definitely appreciate your time, man. It's the most valuable thing we got. Enjoy the rest of your evening. In a minute, gang.
Cali,
When I lost my dog to the streets, it ain't no beef. They wins watch and see who you gonna call. It ain't no cheat. Rock your out.